99% of all self-published authors on the Amazon platform fail. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly why. What's up, guys? Dave Jacobson here, best-selling author and book publisher. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you the top 10 reasons that most self-published authors fail. And I'm going to do this because if you study these reasons, I'm hoping that you won't follow in their footsteps. So if that sounds good, guys, we're going to get right into the content. First thing I want to do is show you this. This is my Amazon account. And as you can see, I've got only one book selected, and this book has already made me over $12,000. Guys, I've published a lot of books. This is just one of many making me money. I'm not showing you this to brag. I'm showing you because there's a lot of gurus out there on YouTube talking about how to sell books, and they haven't even sold a book in their life. So don't listen to those people. Listen to people who actually know what they're talking about, right? So that said, let's get into the first reason why most self-published authors fail. And the first reason is this: their titles are terrible. Okay, guys, think about it this way, right? Your title is the first thing that anyone reads associated with your book, right? So if your title sucks, chances are, at least this is how people think about it, the book is probably not going to be very good either, right? So if you can't take the time to get your title to be perfect, then most people are not going to give you their time and their money, their hard-earned money, and chance on you as an author to read your book, right? So two things you should think about when it comes to having a good title. Number one, you have to have something that captivates readers, right? What's going to draw them in? What's going to make them click on that book and want to read more? Okay. The second thing that you absolutely need with the title is you need to have at least one keyword, or preferably two keywords, or a long tail keyword that you're targeting in your book. This is the reason why, guys. Most people don't realize this, but once you're done selling your book to your mom and your best friend and whoever else might be willing to purchase your book, Amazon doesn't know who to show your book to if you're not using keywords, right? It's a search engine. People are searching for things, and having a keyword in your title is important to ensure that the algorithm knows exactly who to serve your book to, right? Okay, I did a whole video on titles alone. I'm going to put a link in the description. If you're not 100% confident in your title making abilities, check out that video. The number two reason why most authors fail, self-published authors on Amazon KDP, is that they have a weak or unprofessional cover. Okay, think of it this way, guys. Your cover is kind of like your storefront, right? You've walked by stores in the mall before, or, outside in shopping centers. If there's something about that storefront that makes you think that the business is unprofessional or lackadaisical, or it's dirty or crummy, you're not going to go into that store, right? Well, your cover is just like that, guys. People aren't going to come in and check out your book blurb and read the first page if your cover is terrible, right? So you have to make sure you invest some time in getting a good cover for your book. I did a whole video on this, putting a link in the description, but for starters, check out this website. If nothing else, you want to go here. This is called Ideogram, and you can create literally, covers like this in seconds. I'm going to put a link in the description to show you exactly how. Check out that video if you haven't already. If that doesn't work for you, if you want to invest even more time and energy into this, go to Fiverr.com, right? This is what the website looks like. All you have to do is say book covers, right? Type in book covers, and you'll get a whole bunch of options that you can choose from, right? Some are more expensive than others, but look for something that's really going to capture your attention, and look for sample work that is within your genre, okay? Which is going to lead us to another point which I'm going to get to in just a second, okay? But back to the main content here. The number three reason why most self-published authors fail is because they do not have a good book description, all right? Book descriptions, kind of like your title, has to do at least two things. First of all, it has to improve your discoverability within the search engines. So you have to have the right keywords in there. But the second thing, and this is what a lot of people miss, is it actually has to sell your book, right? So you want to actually use the opportunity of a book description to sell your book, okay? You don't have to be sales pitchy. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about having a hook, at least one or two hooks in your description that invites people, gives them a reason to want to buy, okay? So that's reason number 3. Reason number 4 that most self-published authors fail is because there's some kind of genre confusion, whether it's in their cover, in their title, or in the book content itself. Ignoring your target audience, guys, and what they expect out of a genre is a huge critical mistake. Think of genre conventions like this, okay? Over the last 100, maybe multiple hundreds of years or even thousands of years, these genres have developed in response to what humans are craving, what they want emotionally, right? There's a reason there's always dragons in fantasy, right? Dragons are the biggest source of conflict you can possibly imagine physically, right? There's reasons that the hero's journey is so appealing to people in fantasy, right? So stick to the genres. Don't reinvent the wheel, guys. Make sure that you want to think outside the box, but you also want to be in the box when it comes to genre conventions, all right? So that's number 4. Number 5, biggest reason that self-published authors fail on Amazon KDP is that they choose the wrong categories, okay? So categories are basically another way that people can discover your book besides keywords. And a lot of people just, choose categories really quickly. They don't spend the time investing in choosing the right categories for their books. And they choose some generic, general category. And think about it this way. If you're in a general category, guys, you're competing with people like Stephen King. And if you're a self-published author, nobody's going to choose your book over Stephen King's books, okay? It's just a reality. Has nothing to do with you personally or your abilities as a writer. So if you guys want a dedicated video on how to choose the right categories, let me know in the comments and I will create one. Number 6, running out of fingers here. Number 6 reason that most self-published authors fail is the interior or first pages of their book suck. All right, guys, unfortunately, Amazon created this feature called Look Inside, right? Which allows people to see the quality of your work in the first few pages of your work, right? And a lot of people do use that feature. So if you're just kind of, not thinking a lot about the quality of your first pages, and I mean the professional formatting of it, I mean the font selection, I mean, of course, the first opening line of your book and the first pages, right? Then you're probably not investing time wisely because people aren't going to buy your book, right? So make sure you have a strong opening line. I'm going to put a link in the description that shows you a step-by-step formula that you can use every time to nail your opening line, guys. Check out that video. It's really going to help you. Number 7, right? The seventh reason that most self-published authors fail is that they don't have any reviews. Now, I get it, guys, right? I've been there, done that. I understand how hard it is to get reviews. I get it that it's like a chicken and the egg problem, right? You don't have any customers yet. You don't have any book sales yet. So how are you supposed to get reviews? Well, I'm going to put a link in the description, again, for another video I created that shows you exactly how you can get reviews, right? It involves ACRs, right? Advanced Copy Reviewers. It involves some other strategies as well. Take a look at that video and become an expert at getting reviews the moment you publish. All right. So that's number 7. Number 8, the 8th reason that most self-published authors fail is because their book is not edited properly. So this is another thing, guys, you really have to make sure you do right. Okay. So all it takes is one bad review, just one, to completely kill your book. Okay, if you get a 1-star review because you've got all these typos or grammatical issues, you can't recover from that. So it's a waste of time if you're going to invest all this time in, keyword research and actually finding an audience where someone's going to buy your book. It's a waste of time if you don't proofread it right. So I'm going to go back to this site again, guys. I'm going to show you some different options, right? You can go to Grammarly.com to make sure your grammar is correct. They have a free, you can try a free subscription, right? Check out ChatGPT. If nothing else, let AI help you edit your book and make sure that there's no typos, spelling errors, or grammatical mistakes. You can also check out Fiverr.com and look for beta readers, right? Beta readers are amazing at giving you feedback, and they can help you identify not only grammatical issues and spelling issues, but actually thematic issues, storyline issues. So check out these guys. You can get reasonably priced beta readers on Fiverr that I've found have been actually pretty useful. Okay, so that is number 8. Make sure that you're editing your work and proofreading. Reason number 9 that most self-published authors fail is that they skip out entirely on the marketing piece, right? We've all been there. We've all done that. You press publish and you cross your fingers and pray that you're going to start getting sales. Unfortunately, in the year 2025, that is just not how it works. You might have been able to do that and get away with that when Amazon KDP first came out. But unfortunately now, guys, there's so much competition that you need to invest time in learning how to market your books, right? You need to become the self-promoter that you can be. Now, this channel's completely dedicated to helping you learn how to market your books, guys. I send a newsletter out every single week, so sign up for my newsletter. I'll put a link in the description where you can get tips on how to market your books and just watch these videos, right? So that's number 9. You also have to build a platform. So one of the reasons I can sell lots of books the instant I hit the publish button is because I have an email list that I can contact. People who have read my books, they know my work, they love my work, and they're willing to, they've already taken a chance and now they're willing to buy more books, right? So building a platform is part of this as well. I'm going to do a whole video on email marketing. I already have one. I'll put a link in the description. I'm going to do another one and a better one soon. The 10th reason, guys, that most self-published authors fail is that they only publish one book. Okay? One book is not going to do it. Number 1, you need to learn this whole process of marketing your books and publishing and launching books. But number 2, if you can sell your first book, right? What then, right? If you don't have a second book, something else to sell that same customer, then you're done. Your revenue stream is cut off. So you have to publish more books and more books and more books. Guys, the bottom line here, it's all about quality, professionalism, learning how to market your books, and persistence, guys. If you got value out of this video, I would really appreciate it if you liked, commented, shared, and subscribed, and I'll see you next time.